I'm Phil Gardner, and for the last 10 years I've served as a senior staffer to retiring Congressman Denny Heck here in Washington's 10th Congressional District. But before I was a senior staffer in Congress, I was a student here at Meeker Elementary in Puyallup, Washington. It was behind these walls that public school educators instilled in me the value of public service to my community and to my country. It's what motivated me to pursue a life of public service, and it's what took me to work in Washington, D.C. on behalf of the 10th Congressional District. Back in D.C. working alongside Denny, we battled Ted Cruz and Paul Ryan and took on the Tea Party and kept the Affordable Care Act in place even when they tried to shut the government down. And for the last 3 years, I've worked here in the South Sound as district director, helping our local activists resist the Trump administration's effort to tear our country apart and destroy our democracy. With Denny retiring, now I've decided to run. I'm running for Congress because right now, at this moment in our country, we're at a crossroads where we're going to decide who our government is working for and what our government is going to use its power to do. And right now, our government isn't working for most people, and it's definitely not working for young people. And instead of using our government's power to solve the big problems facing us, the people in power are using our government to cover up their crimes and line their own pockets and separate children from their families and create a planet that's uninhabitable for future generations. And that was all before they bungled the biggest public health crisis of our generation. They've stolen our government and they've stolen our future. And we can't let them have it. And this is the year that that's going to change. This is the year that we're going to take back our government and take back our future. And it's going to start right here in Washington's 10th Congressional District. In order for that to happen, we need young people with experience and know-how and a record of service in the communities they love to decide to step up and lead. That's why I'm running for Congress. I'm running because we need a new generation of American leadership serving in Washington, D.C. Not just as staffers in the halls of Congress, but as real decision makers and policymakers and people with the power to shape the Democratic Party's agenda. If elected, I'd be the first member of Congress born in the 1990s. And that's why I'm proud to have the support of some of the next generation of South Puget Sound leaders, like Olympia Mayor Pro Tem Jessica Bateman, Puyallup Mayor Julie Dorr, and Tacoma City Council members Christina Walker and Ryan Mello. I'd also be the Washington State's first openly LGBT member. And that's why I'm proud to have the endorsement of Equality PAC, the political arm of the Congressional LGBT Equality Caucus. But most of all, I want to be your member of Congress. I want to serve the community that raised me and that produced me and that I've chosen to call home my entire life. I want to get back to Washington, D.C. to change the conversation, break the logjam, and finally start to get things done again. I'm ready to build on Congressman Heck's legacy. And I'm ready to roll up my sleeves, get to work, take back our government, and take back our future. And with your help, we'll get it done. Let's get to work.